Yo, what's up? We're gonna talk a little bit in this video. We'll do a little bit of gameplay here. I don't think this will be my final video of the year. My final video of the year is probably gonna be, it'll probably like drop actually like New Year's Eve. It'll be the arena run. I want to try and get the arena run done immediately, like not long past reset, like sometime in the morning, so that I get that final arena run of the year out just before New Year's. I think that'd be thematical for what my channel pretty much represents, is just, you know, being a dumb whale for no reason. I play arena. That's what's up. Alright, but speaking of being a dumb whale, let's talk about the state of Aether Raids. Lynn kind of brought a turning point, I think, in the game right now, specifically for... It's like what everyone else has been saying, right? Like, remember when Celica came out, and that was like another pivotal moment. It was like, okay, your account either is going to have Celica or it's not going to have Celica, and then you're going to be put into two camps, right? You're going to be like Celica versus Celica, or like you're just going to be hating life because you don't have her and you got to deal with the warping bullshit and you don't have it, right? That's kind of what Lynn is doing now. It's either you got her or you don't. I mean, can you imagine if you're trying to like be semi-competitive in summoner duels, right? And you're fighting against someone who's got not only Lynn, but a second character with her ring. So you got essentially two ballistic characters you're fighting against, and you just don't got that? That fucking sucks. Pretty similar situation in Aether Raids. Now, it's not as bad in Aether Raids, but, I mean... Aether Raids is already more or less trivialized because of Safety Fence 2, but what I want to talk about with Aether Raids is the like quote-unquote rank 1 defenses you may or may not come across, because a lot of like the good defenses are going to use like off-focus or off-season mythics. So like, for example, right now it's anima season, but you may run into a defense that has Aether on it, and that sucks ass. And I think one of the best ways to deal with those defenses is with Lynn and her ring. It trivializes it, but those people know that, and they set up their defenses in such a way that it makes it very difficult for Lynn and her partner ring person to actually deal with the saviors. I'm talking about, you know, it's gonna have like attuned Hector, right? May have Winter from Mortis, and it may have Winter Byleth. Those are like the 3 units right now that are hard countering Lynn, at least from what I've seen. Not so much from Mortis. I mean, from Mortis can, but mostly what I've been seeing is attuned Hector. And myself personally, I'm using Winter Byleth. And of course, you know, you're going to want Hardy Bearing, right? So specifically, those people have like attuned Hector with like Hardy Bearing. And, you know, I'm going to show you like kind of what I've been doing. But anyways, yeah. Boop. Okay, so this is kind of the mock-up I have set up here. This is like the template for like the anima defense right now. It's Freyr, Hathrun, Aether off season, and then attuned Hector with Hardy Bearing. You don't need merges on this dude. I've had, you know, +0 attuned Hector with Hardy Bearing. Lynn ain't getting through that, and most Lynn ring nukes aren't getting through that either. Right? He's just a very powerful character. I'm not gonna lie, I slept on this Hector. I didn't know he was good until I saw like Oblivion testing him out, and like I saw Oblivion testing out like Lynn and then people with Lynn's ring, and he was using Hector as like the cornerstone tank to get through. I'm like, is this guy like actually good? I have to go back and look at him. I kind of wrote him off for some reason. I don't know why. I just didn't think much of him, but yeah, he kind of fucking good. Anyway, I digress. There's kind of different levels to it as well. Maybe I should actually look at that too. Hold on a sec. Okay, so first off, you have Hector. This is just base kit Hector, right? He's just got, you know, his twin fire save. We got hardy bearing item, and then that's it. This is just his base kit, more or less. See, like I said, this is like the template for like the off-season anima defense presently. You have your Aether Raids. Their builds don't really matter. Like it's their weapons and PRF skills that are like the reason why they're here. So like Aether's here for his base kit essentially, and Aether is here for her divine nectar, right? The builds don't really matter on them, and then Freyr as well. The build doesn't matter. He's just here for his dream deliverer, right? So the reason why this is so like obnoxious to deal with is because like you can't. What I was doing before was I was just bringing Layla, since she's a bonus unit, and I was planning on using Layla like moving forward anyway, because like inflicting undefended is just insanely good for like hit and run. But Freyr kind of screws with that. I think Layla will still be fine for dark season, but if you run into off-season teams with Freyr, I mean, that's going to be a problem, right? Anyways, I digress. So Layla wasn't cutting it because of Freyr, and I was like, uh-oh, what do I do now? So anyways, the template that, I mean, I didn't make this, right? The template from what I've seen is like you use either Catria for triangle attack, or you use Cordelia for dual strike, and then you use whatever mythics you have on season, right? So like for me, I'm using I'm testing on Chaos right now, so I have 5 characters, but like I had Aether only because she's plus 10, and I have Thor because she's plus 10. But I think I would probably use Thor anyway, just because the support off her Worldbreaker Plus is just insanely good now. And then Nidhogger I've got for fire saving for like turn 3 and onwards, right? In case I need it. But she's also just here because Nidhogger, when she just moves, she can inflict like sabotage and stuff on the enemy team, despite Freyr having already cleansed the team. Like that's Nidhogger is so, I don't know if she's pertinent for this, but she's very important just because she's one of the few units that can inflict debuffs after the fact, like, and Freyr can't cleanse it, you know what I mean? So we have to wait till turn 2 because Lin Ring on Ivy doesn't work till turn 2. So Ivy is just who I kind of landed on for my nuke. I've seen someone use New Year's Aether, and New Year's Aether is very good, but she needs to run Windsweep in her B slot, and she also needs to meet the res check on whoever she's attacking so that she gets her dual strike active, so she inflicts that times grip or whatever it's called on them. But then you get into like little iffy situations like this where it's like she won't be able to inflict times grip on Hector because it's getting blocked by like Aether, for example, right? But I've seen someone use New Year's Aether to some success, and I tried to use my own Aether, but I think I kind of ran into a merge difference where like, so the person that I saw had the plus 10 New Year's Aether, like max invest with Windsweep. And like I have my New Year's Aether has you know everything that she would need to have. Like she has the crystalline water as well, but I just didn't have the res stat to inflict times grip on Hector's and stuff like that. So I needed to find my own way. I was like, what do I have that I can use? And I remembered that I don't remember if I tried anything before Ivy or not besides Aether, and I was like, Aether isn't working for me. But I was like, I mean, I have a plus 10 Ivy. I could try her, and Ivy's like deceptively bulky. Maybe I can get away with not using Windsweep. Or I think I tried Windsweep on her at first, but it wasn't like she just didn't have the damage. And I was like, you know, Ivy's kind of like deceptively bulky. She gives herself a lot of stats, and like I can give her like more defense. Maybe I could just get her to take a hit. But anyways, that's kind of what I landed on, and it's been working. I like Occultist Strike more than Resonance, just because her HP isn't quite high enough to use Resonance, at least not effectively or optimally, I guess is what I'm looking for. Anyways, I have a lot of people will use like a dancer, so like a lot of people have Plumeria on their template for this, so that they can dance their nuke and get rid of their like all these debuffs and stuff like that. I'm just using Harsh Command Plus because my Plumeria is not plus 10, and I'm already using Nidhogger, who's not plus 10, so I'm already taking a big score hit to use a plus 0 Nidhogger. So I just have like double Harsh Command Plus, so I can Harsh Command Plus Ivy, and then I can Harsh Command Plus Lyn if I need to. But you know, we can look at this and we can say Ivy gets absolutely demolished by base kit Hector, but and she has like triangle attack in that. But let's Harsh Command her. Let's get rid of all of her penalties, and she still dies. What? wait. Hold on. Wait, what?
Coming right up. Known for the divine.
There you go. See, I need to inflict the attack debuff on Hector with Nidhogger, but now she got that. It's close, but she can take that hit. Good. Yeah, and I also have like extra stats. Like I have spurs in the Sacred Seal slots of Katri and Thor to, you know, try and give Ivy some extra damage. As you saw, that kill was pretty close. It wasn't, she almost didn't get the kill. But anyways, now Lyn can kind of take care of like whoever, can Harsh Commander if I need to. You know, she can kill anyone I need her to. Probably, I usually take out like Haethrun so that I have less of an issue taking out someone else next turn. It's usually not a problem with Lyn, especially once the fire save is gone. But anyways, that's that. Let's take a look at another setup. Alright, now I'm going to show you a different setup. No longer base kit Hector. Now we have Shield Fighter Hector with Briar save. Oh man, it's a problem. So I already did my setup here. I Harsh Commanded Ivy, I moved Nidhogger, I got the debuffs on Hector. Damn it. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Boom. 49. Exact lethal. God damn it. So what I had done was I actually did get Ivy to kill that Hector with this setup. I don't want to go back and redo everything because I have another nuke that I'm going to show. But what I had done was, since it was exact lethal, what I did was I ally supported my Ivy with Lyn, so she would get an extra +2 all stats by being next to her. And that was enough for Ivy to survive the hit and kill Hector back through the Shield Fighter Briar Aegis. But I may as well just talk about it. There's no point in showing you. But then I was like, damn. What if I just kept his base kit with Briar save, right? Like, what if I just kept Armored Beacon and Wily Fighter and just changed the Twin save to Briar save? That created a whole new problem that I wish I didn't know about. Because now Hector didn't just kill exactly, he killed by a lot. He killed, like, he didn't do 49 damage, he did like 80 something damage, right? Like, he not only did he have the reflect damage, he now had the power of a beacon skill behind it. So it's like, that's not good. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that's using attuned Hector that's not base kit. Like, this is just, like, I don't think there's a lot of people that gave or fodder to Fomortis to the Hector is what I'm trying to say, right? So the odds of running into that are probably astronomically low, but it's a possibility, and I don't like not being prepared for something that I know that could happen. So I was like, damn, how do I solve this problem? And then I remembered I had, like, it is so obvious. I don't know why I never thought of it. but I had another nuke that I could try using, and we'll show that now. Okay, here we are. It's Nephenee. I have a +10 harmonic Nephenee, and the reason why I thought of using her after Nephenee or after Ivy, I was like, well, Nephenee could like get a triple Luna off or something like that, right? And but I was thinking like, God, she's gonna have to kill like before she gets hit though, because she's gonna die. But then I was reading through her weapon, and this is you can feel free to make fun of me. This is like classic Fae players don't read, right? So I was going through her weapon again to see like if I was forgetting anything, and I was like, bro, she has wind sweep in her weapon? Since the fuck when, huh? I was like, I don't know if I used to know that and I just forgot, but I was like, I didn't know she had it like that. God damn, alright, let's give this a try. So, you know, full disclosure, I went through all this testing and stuff before making the video, obviously, because I'm talking about it. I was using her with Luna before, but like, long story short, the most damage I've seen from her is from Dragon Fang, so that's what she's using now. And I think the only reason for that is because, thanks to her own effect and Thor's new remix, and also Lynn's new, what is it? Preempt Pulse, she can pre-charge Dragon Fang like straight up at the beginning, and she can essentially like triple Dragon Fang, or it might be a double Dragon Fang. I'm not sure, but that's the most damage I've seen from her. I tried Astra. Astra was good too, but Dragon Fang was like a couple points more. It's close between Astra and Dragon Fang. It's really close, but Dragon Fang ultimately did a few more points of damage, so that's what I'm running with. But anyways, as you can see, I already moved everything around, but as you can see, she's fully debuffed. She has all the penalties. I haven't harsh commanded her yet.
So much catches
But she almost kills. Fully debuffed. Like, that's so crazy. So I just harsh command her, and boom. Hector is just super dead. So first Dragon Fang, 0. And then the third, oh, okay, so she double Dragon Fang. So essentially, through the Shield Fighter Aegis Briar, she kills Hector on the 4th hit, and it's a Dragon Fang. He's just super dead. And Nephenee has tempo, and Thor's giving her bonus charges per hit. So she's never gonna not get Dragon Fang on the 4th hit. Like, that's insane. She's so good. I love it. So I was gonna say that I actually think Hardy Bearing Hector with Briar Save and his base kit is better. But obviously, if she can kill through Shield Fighter Aegis Briar, she's gonna kill like base kit Hector too, right? So there's no point in showing that. But there is one more matchup I think that's worth showing, and that's my Winter Byleth. So we'll just go to my defense, and I'll show that off right quick. Okay, so I got the Ivy back out, and here's my Byleth. He's got Slick Fighter, Briar Save, Hardy Bearing, Supreme Heaven, right? He's essentially, the idea with this is for him, like for the quad setups, right? The idea is he can soak the first 2 hits and then counter kill with Supreme Heaven, right? So you need a nuke that can do enough damage to kill him before he can counterattack you through your quad, right?
No mistake.
And I mean, I have to harsh commander, right? But Ivy can do it. And I think it's the only reason is because I have these spurs on Thor and Ketria. I didn't have those before. Because before, Ivy was dying. And that's what made me go to Nephenee, I think. Because Nephenee does a lot more damage. But, surprisingly, with the spurs and stuff, Ivy does get that kill now. Pretty comfortably. But, obviously my Nephenee will work too, but that's just what I'm using personally. I mean, I could put Hector there too, right? And Hector would take that hit a lot better, and that would force me to use Nephenee. Maybe I actually should switch my Hector on. The only reason I have my Byleth there is because I figured he would have more killing power than Hector, and I believe that is true. But I guess it doesn't matter if he has less like survivability than Hector, right? Anyways, I digress. I just wanted to show that. I don't honestly, not thinking about it now, I don't really know why. Anyways, that's kind of just all I really wanted to showcase. Because, you know, I think Aether Raids has kind of been going back and forth between being like super difficult, or like it's going back and forth between being really difficult and then like brain dead easy. And I think right now it's kind of back to being easy. I guess it depends on how you look at it, right? I mean, you might run into that kind of defense, and if you don't have Lin, or like you're forced to Gale Force it, it's like you're gonna need something that can get through the near save before you can really start doing anything, and maybe you don't have that either. I don't know. It's subjective, depending on the player, depending on what you have on your account, right? I mean, the game's easier for some than others, but I don't know. There are some days where I think Aether Raids kind of bullshit. So, and I have pretty much anything you would need to have. So, I thought it was worth talking about a little bit. But yeah, and obviously you can use Maria too. Like I have 2 setups in right now in Astra. So I have my regular setup, my regular Catria setup with Nephenee and Lin, and then I have a second setup with, instead of Catria, I have Maria. And the reason for that is while this team here is really good at tank busting, like killing your Winter for Mortises, the Attuned Hectors, the Winter Byleth, what have you, while this team excels at that, if I run into a Hardy Bearing Winter Fjorm, they're just gonna get shit on. Like, they're just super dead. So, because of Ice Mirror, they just can't get through that damage, or the reflect damage. So that's why I have Maria. So Maria will allow Lin to just soak the Ice Mirror and then continue on with her preempt hit, or her second hit and then the preempt hit, and kill Fjorm. But then it's tricky though, because you have to make sure that you're not lined up with Hate Throne, otherwise Maria won't work, and that sucks. Anyways, there's a lot of planning that has to go into countering the bullshit that's out there right now, right? I don't know. I thought it was interesting enough to talk about and showcase a few matchups, and I don't know. Let me know what you thought, and we'll see you for the arena video tomorrow. Peace out.
We gotta let it get back, raise the work of so person. You know you had to kill her.